How would you react if you attended the funeral of a woman and she answered questions after she passed away? Unbelievable, right? It's surprising, but it's also true. This did take place in real life. Now, we all know how powerful AI can be. AI is used by both Siri on your phone and Amazon's Alexa to perform tasks and answer your inquiries. AI is used by Facebook Feed to figure out what content is most important to you as a user. Netflix uses AI to make suggestions based on what you like to watch. But because AI is so good at copying human thoughts, there is a fear that it will replace people. Keep an open eye because we're about to enlighten you with some very interesting information. Hello and welcome back to our channel. This video shows how a dead woman talks to mourners at a funeral in the UK. So stay tuned and don't forget to like and follow our channel. Let's get started. When the day of Marina Smith's funeral came around on July 29th, mourners were in for a shocking surprise. Just when they thought they had said their final goodbyes to the 87-year-old woman for good, they found out that she was still alive. Smith died in June, but thanks to a new holographic video technology and AI, she made a surprise appearance at her funeral in Nottingham, UK. Marina Smith was an educator on the Holocaust and spent her childhood in India. She was a generous person who helped people in poor areas by giving her time as a volunteer. She also started a charity. The report said that Marina and her husband bought a rundown farm in Nottinghamshire in 1978 and used it to start a Christian conference and retreat center. They changed it into the National Holocaust Center in 1995. It's the only museum in the UK that teaches about the Holocaust. Marina Smith was on the Queen's New Year's Honours list for 2005. She was given the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire for her work remembering and teaching about the Holocaust. The woman surprised the funeral guests with a holographic conversational video experience that was made by the company called Storyfile. The technology was made by her son, Dr. Stephen Smith, who is the co-founder and CEO of the AI company Storyfile in Los Angeles. Smith said that mourners were shocked when the hologram answered their questions with new details and honesty. Mom answered questions from her grieving family members after they saw her burn. What was so amazing was that she answered their questions honestly with new information, Smith added. The Telegraph was the first to report that Miss Smith's funeral would use technology. Mr. Smith, the CEO and co-founder of Storyfile, told the BBC that the technology made it possible to talk to a dead person as if they were there and they will answer. Before starting the process, a discussion topic must be chosen for the holographic interactive video experience. These are actually about the person's relationships, past experiences, childhood, and other unknown things about them. The person must then answer an average of 250 questions, with long 2-minute answers. These answers will be used to make a video that looks and feels like a real-life experience. Later, after that person has died, an AI system chooses the right clips to play in response to questions from people watching a remembrance video. The person in the video seems to listen and answer. Royo Carpenter, who made the chatbot Cleverbot but has nothing to do with Mr. Smith's company Storyfile, said that the system wasn't trying to make up its own answers and wasn't using an AI to come up with answers. He said it's just picking from a set of pre-recorded sequences and making it easy for people to make them play. Smith says that 20 synchronized cameras are used by Storyfile to make a digital copy of a person and record them answering a variety of questions. Then, experts process the footage by tagging clips and using them to train an AI that can naturally answer these questions. The final result is uploaded to the Storyfile platform, where it can be used even after the person has died. The technology makes it seem like the person is talking to you in real time. Recently, people in the UK could buy the Storyfile technology for £40. Storyfile started in 2017, and its original goal was to keep the stories of the Holocaust survivors and other important people in history alive. According to a report in the Daily Mail, anyone who wants to make a Storyfile will first have to think about what their family and friends might want to know about. Usually, these are questions about relationships or childhood events. The report also says it's nothing like a deepfake video and doesn't make the person say things they didn't say. If the hologram doesn't know the answer to a question, it will tell the person to ask something else. The 87-year-old supposedly spent 2 days in January using a computer and webcam to record responses to her Storyfile questions. Smith said that when his mother died, people asked her about her early life. This included hard topics like a parent's divorce and her life as an Indian immigrant. He was quoted as saying in a report from the Telegraph, She was also answered questions on her views on politics and other things, which, according to Smith, was interesting because they never had before had a talk like that regarding her opinions on such topics. At my mom's funeral, people were shocked by how honest she had become. She was too embarrassed to talk about her real childhood before, but when someone asked her about it at the funeral, she told us about her childhood in India, which we didn't know about. She's not the only person Storyfile has brought back to life with the help of AI. Ed Asner, who used to be the president of the Screen Actors Guild, was able to answer questions during his own funeral earlier this year through a hologram. Matt Anzer, the actor's son, told Axios last month, "Nothing could have prepared me for what I was going to see when I saw it." Asner said that it made other people feel a little creeped out, because it was like having him in the room. The organization claims the technology might have a wide variety of applications in the commercial world, ranging from providing better customer service to increasing sales. The Daily Mail said that Star Trek actor William Shatner worked with Storyfile to make a hologram of himself last year. Shatner said the hologram will help keep his memory and legacy alive for generations to come. Heather Mayo Smith, co-founder and CEO of Storyfile, had said at the time, "Shatner is going where no one has gone before. People from future generations will be able to talk to him." William Shatner himself answered their questions about his life and work. It wasn't an avatar or a deepfake. Mr. Smith conceives of a future in which people chronicle their lives in real time. According to him, users will have the ability to talk to your 18-year-old self when you're 50, or introduce your 16-year-old self to your children. AI has been suggested as a way to make fully synthetic copies of people who have died. But Mr. Smith doesn't think that this is possible with the technology we have now. "Everything about us is so unique," he said. "You can't make fake versions of me, no matter how much it looks like me." Mr. Carpenter agrees and says that using current AI technology to make a computer-generated person would risk putting words in the mouth of the dead person, and what's worse, the audience might believe those words. The efforts that Storyfile is making are illustrative of a much wider push that is being made by Silicon Valley to bring the dead back to life with the help of machine intelligence. This year, for example, the internet giant Amazon demonstrated a spooky new function of its Alex smart speaker, in which the voice of a deceased grandma was heard reading a children's bedtime story to a young child. The most important question is why? When Stephen Smith appeared at his mother's burial, dressed almost identically to her, was he trying to find some kind of resolution? What advantages does this technology have over conventional methods of recording sound or video? Our viewers will have to determine that. This is everything about today's video. In the comment area below, please share with us all your thoughts regarding this AI. Also, give us a like and subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon to get updates. Thank you, we'll see you next time.